Go ahead.
Well, I'm sorry. Hey, everyone. Okay, so we're hopefully live. I'm going to wait. Even though this is a members-only stream, I'm going to wait for the people to say, you're here, audio's good, and we'll go. Then we'll start talking. We're going to be quiet until then. No, I'm joking, but we are sitting next to each other here, which is a different kind of a thing, but that's because we do have a guest with us tonight today, this afternoon, this evening, that we didn't want to have 3 different things on there. Audio is good for reals. Thank you, Candy. Candy, I know you got a job to do today.
So you go
you don't
ahead
have to worry
and go.
about us. When I said we were going to do this at 6 o'clock on Mondays, I had absolutely no clue that Corey was planning on streaming at 6 o'clock on Mondays too. So we might have to move things around just out of respect for him. Plus respect for members, because members want to watch Corey too.
Yeah.
So it'll make sense for us to switch that around. So I'll talk to him tonight, see if this is something he plans on doing every week, and then if it is, then we'll maybe move things around and do this on another day. So I want to give the members a chance to get in here. It's kind of frustrating the way YouTube does this. They don't really send out notifications that say, hey, KG Tropicals is live. If you're members, if you're a channel member, they don't do that yet, which is frustrating. We have to send out a notification manually, and then who knows if everybody's going to get it, but it is what it is. So the cool thing about this stream, first of all, I've done all the talking so far. Do you want to say hi to everybody?
Hi, everybody. I feel kind of lost here. I'm on the wrong side. My tablet isn't working for some reason. I don't know, but yeah, here we are.
Yeah, that's because it's a Samsung. But anyway, so the whole idea with this today is a casual, laid-back tour of a channel member's fish room. That's the whole idea here. We don't have any particular kind of structure to how we're doing things. I didn't want to do the stereotypical how did you start fish keeping and all this, but we're going to have to because we don't know these people. Eric FERLO is with us here today. I don't know him. I've never met him until today for about 5 minutes before we went live. So we do have to get to know him a little bit and do all of that. So I want to keep this I don't want to keep Eric too long, but I definitely don't want to go over an hour. And that's probably, Eric, I think you said he has 3 tanks. It's not going to be longer than, who knows? We'll see how it goes. You know the way I like to talk. But,
I know.
Let's get right into it. The way I'm going to do it is, I think, first of all, I'll bring him in this way. Oh, yeah, we don't want to have it that way. Let me switch this up. Nope. Here we go. Now,
There you go.
so here we are. We've got Eric on the screen with us. You may not know Eric, and that makes sense. He's not somebody that uploads to YouTube regularly. And I don't know, have you uploaded at all, Eric? Have you ever put up a video on YouTube?
I think I put one video on there. It was like a few weeks ago, but I didn't have any audio or anything on it. It's just one of my tanks.
Okay. So yeah, if you don't know Eric, that's why, because he's not uploading videos and, making his life public like the crazy people we are. So I want to take a couple of minutes just to get to know you, since we've received a lot of money from you, but we don't really know you.
And we see you in chat all the time. I'm pretty sure I've seen you in Bob's chat before too.
I see him in chats all over the place. So
Yeah.
so give us the history, how long you've been keeping fish, all that stuff. You know the questions I'm going to ask.
I mean, I've been keeping fish since I was a kid. I mean, off and on, but most recently, probably about 4 years ago, is when I started. It's probably the longest stretch of keeping fish and not stopping.
What brought you to YouTube, to watching videos and sending endless super chats to people in Virginia every week?
I was just looking for aquarium videos, and yours was one of the first ones that popped up.
So,
and I mean, when I find something that keeps my attention, I tend to cherish it. So.
Awesome.
So you're not allowed to say us. Okay, you're not allowed, because I know that you'd be saying that because you're on our live stream right now. But tell me the first five, like your five favorite fish keeping channels, not KG Tropicals, because I know you wouldn't mean that anyway.
I watch a lot of Steam Pot, Aquarium Co-op, King and Queen. I watch them.
Nice.
Oh, let me see. Dan's Fish, I think it's called. Or
Okay.
Daniken.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And I think really the main four that I watch is Cichlid Brothers too. I don't know if you know who they are, but they've got some good videos on there too.
They follow us on Instagram. I know that.
I believe it's Cichlid Bros, right?
Bros,
Not brothers.
Yeah, bros.
Those, yeah.
Yeah. They get in my suggestion feed all the time. So
That's how I.
yeah, that's good. So do you have any desire to create a channel of your own where you're actually uploading to it and putting out fish keeping videos, or what?
Yeah, I mean it's definitely something I'm interested in. Yeah, that's why I figured today, this whole thing right here could tell me whether I want to be on camera or not.
Nice break the ice kind of thing. That's good.
Yeah. People get to know you.
So, just a couple of more standard questions. I think we're going to have to do these every week.
Sure.
What was the first fish you had, and what is your favorite to keep in your collection?
Well, the first fish I had was probably when I was about 7 years old. And you're probably going to laugh at me, but it was an iridescent shark.
Okay, that's different.
Let me
And-
guess, you had it in a 5-gallon.
It was way too small.
That is the
But
most
I'll
common
put it-
thing.
I saw it at the fish store and I had to have it because it said shark.
Shark. Oh, hey, didn't we just?
Yep, I believe I've said that
you
a few
just
times.
did that video. That's so funny.
That's hilarious. Yeah, you're the poster child of that video. That's good.
It's hilarious.
Unfortunately, yeah.
You know what? It's something we can laugh at now, but we've all done it. I mean, every single person that keeps fish has done that. You see that word shark, and it's like, oh, I've got to have that. So, so then the favorite fish, and then we'll start looking at your tanks.
Oh, my favorite fish is probably going to have to be a Taiwan reef.
Oh, nice.
That's a good choice.
So
Do I still have yeah, I still have one.
you
Yep.
still have one. You're so.
So
funny.
you're a big African keeper then? Is that what we're going to see today?
Oh, yes, that's my biggest tank. Yeah.
Very good. Well, let's stop messing around then. Let's get past all the formalities and let's take a look at the tanks.
All right.
I guess
See, let me switch it around here.
I'm going to switch the camera around too.
Pretty.
And
There we
here's
go.
this is my kind of South American community tank.
Oh, they're so pretty.
You can see good in there, but I got some Severums in there,
Hey, you have that one.
Mhm.
derpy parrots, some Geophagus brasilianus. Actually,
Nice.
picked those up from a friend that was closing down one of his tanks. I got a couple schools of barbs in there, filamentosus barbs and Odessa barbs.
Nice.
It's gorgeous.
I don't know how good you can see them, but
What size tank is that?
that's a 120. It's a 4x2x2.
Okay.
Nice.
I love the gold Severums and the parrots. I'm a big parrot lover.
I think they want you to feed them. They're like, is it feeding time?
Yeah, they think I'm gonna feed them.
They're so cute.
Did I see
that
a
a
rainbow?
rainbow?
I thought I saw a rainbow just
Yeah,
swim by.
That's the ones I was forgetting. There's two. There's one
Rainbow?
Bosemani and two neon rainbows in there.
Nice.
Cool.
That'll make Bob very happy.
Is that a car?
Looked
Little
like an
Cara?
Akara. Yep. What do we have filter in the tank?
We have a Sun 704B on that one.
Nice.
That's good for 525 gallons per hour.
Wow. Okay. And it's a pretty heavily stocked tank, so that's good that we have that much filtration going on in there.
I love that tank. I love it.
Yeah. Can you back up a little bit to give us like the overall shot of it?
Sure.
Oh, so pretty.
Yeah, that's good.
I like that.
Yeah, sorry about the door glare. I can't get rid of that.
That is
okay.
quite all right.
Well, that's gorgeous.
Yep, I like it. Very nice. And this is just like in your living room, or?
Yeah, I got a front room in my house that I just kind of turned into my fish room.
Yeah,
So,
that's a good idea.
our living room in the back of the house, it was an add-on way back, like 20 years ago.
Yeah. When you do decide to start a YouTube channel and start doing videos, be prepared. Day one, you will get people that's way too overstocked. You will get people that'll say that.
Yeah, I know.
You
They
know,
look good though.
the way I look at it is, yeah, there's a lot of fish in there, but the tank looks perfect.
It
The
looks
water's crystal
amazing.
clear.
Yes.
The fish looks super healthy. Everything looks really good. So sure, it might be a little crowded, but it doesn't look like it's hurting the fish at all. So you're doing the job. You're doing your job, and the fish are happy. The fish are healthy. If anybody wants to give you any crap for it, which, you know, the internet is what the internet is, you can just say, hey, look, when my fish start having a problem, that's when you can complain to me.
Mm-hmm.
But I love it. I love the way it's
Me too.
the mixture of the bigger fish and the smaller fish and all
And
the
the
activity.
colors, they're so pretty. I love it.
Yep, that's perfect.
Yep.
What about lighting in that? What do we got?
This one's just it's called an Edge. It's on a timer. I don't know the exact brand name of it. I got it from my local fish store. It's a really good light. Like it definitely brings out the colors in them.
Mm-hmm.
I see the can of Extreme up top too. I like that.
Oh yeah.
Did that come from us or?
No, that's from my local fish store. Actually sells it.
Oh, good.
You have a really good
But
local
they don't
fish
sell
store.
the krill flakes. That's what I get from you guys.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, I knew you had ordered from us, but I didn't know what it was. So, very cool. So I can see a couple more tanks there in the background. What do we got going on over there?
Well, let's see. We'll go to the African tank next.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Now we're
That-
talking.
That is awesome. Oh
This
my
is,
gosh. Look at all
125?
those OBs.
This is a 125. Most of these guys I've had since they were about 2-3 inches, and I've grew them.
They're gorgeous.
And I see we have two filters. Or what are those in the back? I'm not familiar with those filters.
It's a different type of sponge filter my local fish store sold that she wanted me to try and let her know how they worked out. But I like them so far. They
So-
they suction cup to the back of the tank instead of sitting on the bottom, which I like.
So that's in addition to the whatever other filtration you have on there. What do we have filtering that?
I got a FX6 and a Eheim.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I'm assuming, just because maybe it's my arrogance, I don't know, but I assume when we're going to do these kind of tours, people are probably going to prepare their tanks for it. But it looks perfect. So
I
again,
love it.
people are going to say it's overcrowded. There's a lot of fish in there, but you know what?
It's so
You probably
gorgeous.
watched a lot of our videos that said overcrowd your tank and it'll keep the aggression down. The fish look perfect. I mean,
They do.
do you have any problems with aggression in there?
I got my male Venustus is kind of being a little turd here lately, but other than that, no. He doesn't hurt anybody. He just chases them off.
Yeah.
He'll divide the tank. He'll be in the middle, and there'll be two groups on either side of the tank. But
That's awesome.
Yeah, I see that in our tank all the time too. I don't have a Venustus, but
Yeah.
you have almost everything that I love in there. I see a dolphin, I see a Borlei, the Venustus, a bunch of OBs.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like you've got some female Venustus in there too.
I do. I'm trying to get them to breed.
Oh,
I see a VC10, I think I saw. Did I see?
Yep.
Yep. A Bucanodo, a bunch of Frontosa. Yeah, that's
love
that, my friend,
Right
is a
on.
busy tank. That's what we love African cichlids for. There's one fish that I'm perplexed on, and let's see, it's right above the Borlei right now. Now it's swimming, I don't know what direction it is. On the camera, it's in the dead center right now. It's like a orangish, almost looks like an OB, but it's an oddly shaped. Okay, now it just turned around and, yeah, we might have to get closer so you can tell me what this fish is.
Coming towards the front right there.
That, yes,
Yeah.
that is that.
That is an OB compressiceps.
Ooh,
Okay, see, I've heard
That's
about
so
those, but I
cool.
have never seen those. That is fantastic. Where did these fish come from? Are they all your local pet store or?
My local pet store. I've got a couple in there that I've ordered from Coastal Cichlids.
Okay. I mean, they sell some beauties. That OB right there is
Yeah,
on
he
fire.
is
Good grief.
Awesome.
That's the first OB I ever bought right there.
He is,
So gorgeous.
yeah, he is right.
I really love that thing.
That looks a lot like my 240 looked when
When
we had
the
our
fish
shop.
store, I know.
Very heavily stocked, very heavily filtered. We've got everything in there. We've got Tropheus in there. We've got Burchardi in there. We've got Frontosas.
Yeah, I got a little bit of, you know.
The only thing I'm not seeing is Imbunas.
Oh,
Are we not a fan of Imbunas or?
I had a whole tank of Imbunas and they wouldn't stop breeding.
Uh-huh.
So I sold them to my local fish store, but I do have most of their fry left. So,
Oh,
Okay.
cool.
Are we
Which is
gonna? Are
which
we
is the
gonna?
next.
Oh,
yeah.
cool. Yeah.
So,
Good. Yeah, that was going to be my question. Was are we going to see those next? Yeah,
Yep.
that's fantastic. Now, again, you know, I mean, I am obligated to tell you something that you already know it is heavily stocked, but the fish look perfect. The fish look healthy, just like the last one. I mean, it's. I'm not going to sit here. The idea here today is not to critique people's aquariums. It's just to look at them and be like, wow, ooh, ah. But you know,
Yeah, for
there's.
sure.
There might be people, even channel members, that will watch this and be like, wow, that's a lot of fish in there. I'm just preparing you for that. But I don't think, you know, I'm somebody that I don't go by rule books because they make me crazy. Obviously, you are successful with this the way it is. So as far as I'm concerned, if something's working, it's not fair to criticize somebody for that. So I applaud you. I think it's awesome.
I love that.
Thank
tank.
you.
Both of them.
Yeah, that's the one I could sit in there. That tank is way more active than mine. I might need to get
Oh, heck
25
yeah.
or 30 more fish in mine.
Yes, please.
Yeah, very cool. I like it.
I love
And
that.
what are we doing for lighting on that one?
That one is. I'm not sure of the brand because I actually bought this tank secondhand, and it's a 6-foot light, which surprised me because I've never seen one before. But it's. I mean, you see the colors on them. It's got to be a halfway decent light at least.
I mean, it looks on camera like it's doing a really good job. That's why I was asking. The blues are screaming.
It
That's,
doesn't have a on it. That's why I don't really know what kind of light it is. But
can I see it? I might know if I see it. Or it might be some off-brand from Amazon that.
could be. Sorry.
There's more Extreme. He's advertising for Extreme for us. Look at this guy.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with what that light is, but it's working.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah, it works great.
Yeah, that looks really good.
Oh, I love that tank so much.
You're giving Lisa all kinds of ideas now.
Because I like the fish shop. I love fish shopping. You might get a surprise.
We didn't even ask you. I mean, I could have looked in our customer database, or maybe you might not even want to say while you're live on YouTube. But where do you live? Are you
I'm in the Florida Panhandle.
okay? Oh, of course, you have a lot of good stores.
No
out there.
wonder you have the good fish. The local fish store is the fish farm.
All the best fish or Africans
Yes.
come from down
There's
there.
really one good store in town. The rest of them are kind of but you know.
That's kind of the same story everywhere.
And one good one is a mom and pop store. So
Awesome.
that's
Now-
what you do.
Now, all
business.
these fish are a good size. Did you buy them all small and grow them up, or did you buy them as males? Or I mean, I know you got some females in there, but looks like all of the peacocks are males, and I mean,
Yeah.
that's like a lot of money in that tank, is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, a lot of them I bought small and grew them. There's probably about 6 or 7 of them in there that I bought that were probably just a tiny bit smaller than what they are now. But
Wow.
Yeah, if you were buying them all big, you'd have $6,000-7,000 in that tank. That's crazy. Well, that's cool. Let's see what else you got going on.
this will be the grow out tank that I have.
Oh.
Why did I think you said you had 3 tanks? You have more than 3 tanks. Maybe
3 tanks, but I forgot there was one I was in the process of setting up, and I didn't know if I was going to have it ready in time.
gotcha.
I love your Mbuna tank.
Yeah, that is.
I love that.
Obviously, we had some cobalt blues, some yellow labs, some red zebras.
Yep, I had
Yes, yeah.
albino flametails that I got fry from. Let's see, Kenyais, Socolophies.
Wow.
I even got some dolphin. There's a few dolphins in there. I sold most of them, but I kept a few because
Yeah.
because I wanted to keep some. But
Those are so cute.
That's awesome.
Oh, I love that tank.
You're going to make Lisa go crazy here. It's been a long time since we've raised Mbuna fry. Those are adorable.
And they're so fun, and they're so colorful, and it doesn't matter if you have males and females mixed because they're all gorgeous.
and I got one adult yellow lab in there that a friend of mine gave to me that got messed up in his tank. He got his tail bit off, and I've been, just leaving him in here. He gets along just fine.
Aww.
I saw that and I was like, do I bring that up, or maybe that's a sore spot for him? But no, that's cool. You rescued him. That's cool.
Yeah, my buddy asked me. He goes, "Hey, you want a yellow lab? He got kind of messed up." I was like, "Yeah, give him to me. I'll put him in quarantine for a while and make sure he's all right." And then,
He looks like he's doing just fine.
oh yeah, he gets along just fine. He don't take no crap from any of them.
So what is the setup there? Is that a 55 or?
That's a 75.
Okay.
75, and I run hang-on backs on this one too. Penguin 350s and a sponge filter.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's with that many fry. I mean, I can imagine that's good. As far as maintenance on that tank, what are you doing in there to? Because it looks perfect. I mean,
I clean it at least 3 times a week.
Wow.
oh wow,
Yeah, most of my tanks get 2 to 3 times a week.
I can tell.
Yeah, for sure. You're doing a great job.
What is the
I
plan
know.
with all the fry?
I stock all my tanks. That's why I try to do as much maintenance as I can on them.
What is the plans with the fry? Like, what are you thinking you're going to do with all those?
Get a bigger
I
tank.
got one local fish stores that that wants them. Like I've been busy lately. I haven't been able to get up there to sell them to them. But
You know
once I
what?
get,
I think you should get a bigger tank and keep them all. They're awesome.
yeah, that might get me in trouble with the wife.
Well, tell her it's for her.
I mean, yeah, that. Can you just imagine that all of those full grown? Like,
I
you need like a
know.
360. You need 360 for that.
I love that. And they're so active. They're like, hey, feed me.
That is cute. I love Mbunus. I mean, I can't wait to get the yellow lab tank set up. That's going to be a lot of fun. So,
Definitely.
did I see something next to that one?
Yep, and that's another 75. It's kind of another community tank that I have.
Oh, check them out.
Yeah, there's a couple of different schools of barbs in there. I've got a couple of Waru cichlids in there, a pair of them.
Some Denison barbs.
Got some.
Was that runny nose or Denison barbs?
Oh,
Got small school rummy nose in there.
yeah.
Some Congo tetras.
I'm going to tell you something. All of your tanks, the fish are so active.
And they're beautiful. I mean,
They're
just
obviously
gorgeous.
happy.
Oh yeah.
There's the Waru.
Aw.
Yeah, there they are, right there. They decided to come out of hiding.
Is that a male and a female, or do you even know?
I'm pretty sure it's a male and a female.
That's nice. And they don't bother anybody in there?
Oh,
If they,
everybody keeps to themselves pretty much.
I don't think Waru are really known for being overly aggressive, though. Well, I'm looking at you like you know.
No, I really don't know much about them at all.
No, that looks really
But
good.
they're gorgeous.
Do you have any issue with them being right in front of that window like that?
Not really. I've can't decide on a background. That's why I haven't put one on there yet.
I like
I'm
it.
thinking about just going a black or blue. I'm not sure.
Do blue. It'll
Do
make
blue just to make Bob mad.
yeah. Do blue.
Bob messaged me while
And
we're
call
live.
it.
He knows
And
I'm
call
live.
it steam fought blue.
Steam fought blue.
Yeah.
I don't know what Bob is sending me.
Hmm.
Messaging me while I'm live on YouTube. How dare he? I'm pretty sure he's a channel member. He's probably watching too.
Lurking.
What is that? What is that one right there in the front, the whitish one with the red fins? Why am I not recognizing that?
That is a
Oh, that one?
Heclei geophagus,
Oh, yeah, no, this one here.
albino.
Gotcha, okay. Yeah, that's gorgeous.
Yeah, that is. That's really pretty.
Do we have, and don't be offended if the answer is yes, because I just can't, maybe my eyes aren't good enough. Are these all artificial plants, or?
Yeah, they're artificial.
They
Okay.
look good in there.
Yeah, there's no shame in that. Don't let those plant people
Yeah.
give you a hard time.
He has one.
I tried plants and it doesn't work for me.
Live plants are gorgeous.
They can be hard.
But it's a whole other challenge. That's good.
Definitely.
So I don't see an intake for a Penguin 350 again. So what are we filtering that one with?
This one is actually a Sun HW 3000.
Okay.
That's second to largest canister that they sell.
I have never used a Sun, but of course I hear everybody talk about them all the time. It's a popular brand, I guess, for economic, like they're cheaper is what I understand. I don't know, but
They're cheaper.
everybody
Amazon.
seems to think they work really well. So
Obviously, they
I
do.
call it Amazon special, but
I-
But you got to watch them though. They do have a tendency to leak where the top meets the bucket on it if you don't seal it good enough. But other than that, they do a great job.
okay, very cool. So is that's four? Is that the whole collection, or do we have more?
I just have a small beta tank if that's okay,
Okay.
Of course, you got to show Lisa that one.
Yeah.
and then that'll be it.
So that'll be it.
Don't mind my wife's mess on the table there.
Oh, blame your wife.
And then here's my beta.
Oh,
Oh, beautiful.
yeah.
I got it.
I'm gonna let Lisa take over.
I
Go for it.
love him. Okay, what's the name?
I haven't named them yet.
Really?
Nope.
Is there? What did I see? I thought I saw. What
Yeah,
is
there's a
a
couple-
fry?
There's
Yeah.
a couple of Pseudomcgills in there. Rainbows.
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, Oh, he's gorgeous.
And I have a baby bristlenose in there that's only going to be in there until he gets a little bigger.
Awesome.
When I say baby, he's like 1.5 to 2 inches.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, he's so active. He's beautiful. Love him. Love him.
What is that? A 5-gallon?
Fluval-Flex 9-gallon.
Oh,
Good job.
shame on me.
Oh, love him.
Okay, so it has the round front then. I didn't notice that.
Yep.
Okay.
He's so active. He's like, hey.
He really is. You better feed that fish. He is begging.
He might eat that fry.
He flares up at me like he's trying to intimidate me.
Oh, he's so
I'm sure you're terrified.
cute.
Oh yeah. Scares me right.
What are you feeding the beta?
I've got the Aqueon beta pellets
Okay.
for the, and every now and then I throw in some cobalt brine shrimp flakes.
Nice.
Yeah.
It apparently is working. He is very
He's
happy
got
and
beautiful
very excited.
colors.
That's
so
what
exciting.
drew me to him was how active he was.
Aw.
And he came from the same fish store that you got all the other stuff from?
Yep, he did.
Very nice.
Cool.
I like those Fluval Flexes too, with the built-in filtration and all that.
Oh.
That's a nice tank.
Mhm.
I have the 13-gallon version. I think it's 13. And then they have the big one. Have you seen the Mega Flex? The one that's like the same as yours, but it's like 3 wide.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one. I have a 32-gallon in my storage room that I just can't figure out what to do with yet. So
It's the 32-gallon Flex. You mean?
yeah,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm talking about. It's like real wide. I saw that at Aquashella. That's a nice looking tank. That's
He's
very
so
cute.
cool. I love him.
So that's the tour then, huh?
sure.
Very
Wow.
cool. Got through the whole thing in 30. Well, I'm seeing other things. What are you keeping, reptiles or something too?
Yeah, we got reptiles too.
Oh, look
Okay.
at that room. Looking at it like from, the doorway at all
Yeah.
of them. Wow, they're gorgeous.
Yep, that is very. I like the way you got it set up.
Yes.
Wait a minute. Take the put it on the African tank and then go up. What's on that shelf up there?
Oh, those are all Budweiser beer mugs that my father-in-law gave to me and my wife. They're from like the 80s and 90s.
I
Wow.
remember those.
Collection of them.
I love it. I love collections of
Yeah.
things.
Oh yeah.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
That is really fun.
I like that shelf. Good for plants,
Yeah, no, you're giving Lisa even more ideas now. All right, so put yourself back on the camera here, and we'll talk to you for a minute, and then we'll let you go because you're. If you are to start a YouTube channel, what do you think you're going to be wanting to do?
That's kind of where I'm at a roadblock right now. Is I really don't know what I want. I mean, I want to do fish, obviously, but if I maybe find some way to incorporate some of my reptiles into it too, I don't want to do too much.
A pet channel. Like not just a fish channel, but reptiles and fish. It could be a pet channel.
You seem to be outgoing enough to be able to do it. Anybody can do it. You don't have to be outgoing enough. But you didn't ask me for advice, but I'm going to give it to you anyway. If you do start one, here's a mistake that a lot of people make. Okay, a lot of people in your position. Nobody knows who you are yet. There's a few people that know who you are now because you've been on this. But
He's always in chats.
and you're in the chat and all that, yes. But if you were to just start doing videos like update on my African cichlid tank, nobody knows who you are, so they're not going to understand what you're updating them on. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So the advice for you that you didn't ask for would be start doing tutorial type things. Whether it be here's how you handle this problem or here's how you set up this, so that people who don't know who you are, when they find that thing, your channel's going to grow like lightning. A lot of newer YouTubers, they don't know what to do, so they're like, well, I'll just film my tank, and there's not really any reason for people to watch that. You understand what I mean? I don't mean that in an insulting way.
No, I understand.
When people know who you are, that's different. But to introduce yourself to people by teaching them something goes a long way. So that's my advice for you that you didn't ask for.
Can I advise something?
No, I appreciate it. Yeah.
Please?
Her advice is going to be don't listen to a word John says.
No, I think you should go with African cichlids. I really do. I think you should take off with African cichlids. You're doing a great job. I mean, they're gorgeous. Your tanks
agree.
look amazing. You're doing, obviously, the right thing with them. And in my opinion, I think you should do African cichlids like your main thing.
Well, thank you.
If you look at our channel, the first 50 videos are all African cichlids.
Mm-hmm.
So it is a good place to start. And African cichlids are going to get to the top again in popularity here
I think
soon.
so.
It's going to happen. It's
We
gonna
need to
happen
see
soon.
more tanks like this on YouTube.
Mhm.
That's why.
So let me see if anybody has any questions for you. I haven't been paying attention to the chat because I've been paying attention to you. Eric, at this time, does have one or two video. Oh, okay. I thought that was a question. From Alexander Lamb, Eric will be the new source of African cichlid videos. See, there you go.
See, I said.
I could watch that tank all day. It's truly amazing. Great mix. Would a 5 foot, 120 gallon XH be okay for frontosas, in your opinion? I don't know if he's asking me or if he's asking you, Eric, but my answer would be yeah.
Awesome.
You've got a bunch of frontosa in that 6 foot tank, so yeah. A lot of people saying beautiful, beautiful. You're going to have to go back and watch this so that you
Yeah.
can see what people have put in
saying.
the chat. The African tank is competition for John's tank.
Ooh.
That's what Alexander Lamb said. Kev Sully is speechless. Let's see. I wanted to see if there was any questions for you. Does anybody, here we go. Does anybody have any questions for Eric before we let him go? John, I would disagree. Start a Facebook group and I'll definitely join it. We have a Facebook group, Brenda, if you're asking me that. It's called Tank Talk.
Well, maybe she meant Eric. Brenda Schroeder's in our Facebook group already.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that means. Any recommendations for keeping frontosas? Here we go. There's a question for you.
Yeah.
You want to answer that?
Sure. Bigger's always better as far as tanks go.
I know where you learned that from.
The frontosas, they're so slow growing that I think they fool a lot of people. I think a lot of people think they can get away with tanks much smaller than what they really do need. But yeah, they get big. It just takes them a long time to get there. Does your store sell fish online? Kev Sully is asking.
They do not. I don't believe they do.
If this was the mainstream, I would say give us the name of the store, because there'd be a lot of people watching, and there might be people in your area that would want to know it. But I don't know. Why don't you say it anyway? I don't even know what I'm doing. What is the name of that store?
That's called Blue Water Zoo.
Nice.
And that's in
Fort Walton Beach, Florida.
Very
See,
nice.
that would be a good video for you to do a fish store tour of that store, you know? That would be,
Sure.
yeah.
Yeah, that fish store tours are always a great way to break the ice with YouTube. How did you get started with Africans, and what will you do next? That's from Alexander Lamb.
I mean, my answer is going to be generic. The colors, you know.
Definitely.
The colors, different shapes and sizes, and all that good stuff.
You were supposed to say, well, I was watching YouTube and I saw this bald guy and I saw his fish and it made me want to. I remember John saying there would be a live stream Monday. Oh, okay. I just forgot today. That's not a question for you. I'm going to North Carolina, so I won't be close to Florida. Well, that's a shame.
Oh.
This was a good idea. You guys did an awesome, and his tanks are amazing. A lot of people saying your tanks look amazing.
Yes.
I think you've kind of touched on this, but if you could address it again. Ray asks, can you tell us your maintenance schedule? Do you have a specific schedule, or do you go by what the water tells you?
He said 2 or 3 days a week.
African tank is on a strict schedule. They get 3 times a week.
Mm-hmm.
So, I usually do Monday, Wednesday, Friday with those guys. And Fry tank is pretty much on the same schedule, just because there's so many in there. And then the other tanks are usually, twice a week at the most. If I look at it and decide that it doesn't really need one, then it might go just once a week. But
it's very easy for a heavily stocked tank like that to know it's time. It's time to do a water change. You can look at it and be like, oh yeah, it's time. I mean, I know that. I'm looking at one right now that needs a water change, so I'm well aware of what that looks like.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, well, that looks like that's going to be it. There's no more questions, which is kind of expected. The members only live chats are not always as active. In the mainstream, the chat goes so far I can't even see anything. So Ray asks one more. This is going to be the last question. What percentage of water are you changing when you do your water changes?
For the African tank, about 50%.
So 150% water change per week. That's good stuff.
That's really good.
That is awesome. I mean, and that's for a tank as heavily stocked as that. I think you're doing good. Obviously, it's good for the fish because the fish look wonderful, and so yeah, you're doing a good job.
Definitely.
I'm happy for you. This was a good one for the first one, for the channel member fish room tour virginity. Yeah, that didn't come out the way it was supposed to.
Right.
So, But yeah, man, this was a lot of fun. Thank you for stepping up and wanting to do that. Be the first guest to do this. It was automatic when we saw you email. It was like, yep, we got to have him.
I said,
So-
definitely Eric Furlow. I texted him. I was like, Eric Furlow's first.
Yep. So thank you
Bye.
for your time. Thank you for sharing your fish room with us. This was a lot of fun. And, you know, if you add on to it, maybe down the road, we'll have you on again.
We need an update.
Sure, I'd love to. Yeah.
Cool deal. If you have any questions or, you know, want any kind of pointers on YouTube and all that kind of stuff, if you care what I have to say, you know my email address, so you can get a hold of me anytime you need to.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
Cool. Well, thank you so much, and thank everybody for watching. And we'll see you next week when we do this again with somebody else.
Or Thursday.
Well,
you know?
yeah, I mean the channel members, but
Yeah.
yeah, this is good. So thank you all so much.
Bye. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.